Om Hanumate Nama. What's up, everybody? I know it's been a little minute. Since I gave y'all a video, but the research hasn't stopped. The studying hasn't stopped. The experimenting and discovering new things hasn't stopped. So today I'm coming on a Tuesday. I want to talk about a specific placement I've seen and some results I've seen, and I wanted to possibly offer remedies for others, and that is Mars in the 12th house. Now let's talk about Mars first. Mars is a planet it's the way we take action, it's the way we burn our energy. Mars represents fire, sweat, perspiration, blood, and increasing your heart rate, your ambition, etc., etc. Mars will be like, if your body's a vehicle, Mars will be what motivates you to move. What is it that's going to give you that impetus? That's Mars. Mars is the impetus. Now, the 12th house is a house of sleep, of dreams, of big expenditures, foreign settlement, foreign anything. It's also the house that is home to the South Node, K2. It's also a house that is ruled by Pisces, ruled by Jupiter. Pisces is also, the ruler of the 12th house. So if you know anything about Pisces, then that'll let you know what they're doing behind me. And Pisces is a water sign, so 12th house is a water house. It's also a moksha house, which is about enlightenment, which is about liberation, which is about transcendence and bliss at its highest level. So when Mars goes into the 12th house, what I've noticed in particular, I wanted to say in this video, is for natives with Mars in the 12th house, and if you don't know where your Mars is placed, then you can go to astroseek.com and learn. You got to have your accurate birth time, and you go to astroseek.com and it'll tell you everything you need to know, all your placements, all the planets, the house they're in, the degree. So when Mars is in the 12th house, what I've noticed just doing my research, and I want to run it by you guys as well, is native could naturally have trouble sleeping at night if they don't work out during the day, if they don't increase their heart rate during the day, if they don't sweat. You gotta exercise to the point of sweating, of becoming hot, because that's what Mars is. It's like pitta, fire, agni. So the remedy that I've been testing out is, if you have trouble sleeping at night, or if you have trouble staying asleep, then work out during the day. If you don't already, work out during the day. Something when you sweat. Hot yoga would actually be a very, very good remedy, because 12th house is yoga and you're sweating. Or if you're not doing hot yoga, just yoga to the point of where you're working up a sweat, and then you feel like you're tiring yourself a bit. Because the problem that arises with Mars in the 12th is you try to go to bed, but you have Martian energy in your bed, in sleep, in the 12th house. So if you go to sleep without burning that energy, then it's going to awaken. Every time you lay down to go to sleep, the Martian energy will awaken. So the remedy is to burn that energy earlier, especially because opposite of the 12th house is the 6th house of your daily routine. It's the things you do in your day-to-day basis. So If you do exercise during the day, and if you incorporate it in your daily routine, you can see better sleep. Because what happens is Mars being in the 12th can disrupt your daily routine as well, because that naturally places energy where you're supposed to be asleep, which is the loss of energy. And what does that lead to when you're very energetic when you're supposed to be asleep? Then during the day you find that you're lethargic, or you are tired and you lack energy to go through your daily routine. With Mars in the 12th house, it's possible. It's possible because 12th house is a house of loss, but it's more about, it kind of like takes things away because it's K2, so it cuts it away. So Mars in the 12th, if you don't exercise during the day, it could take away your energy to follow through with your daily routine. It can take away the motivation, the drive, and the discipline. You could see that crumble. Also, Mars is anger. It can be anger. It's also sexual drive, libido. So in the 12th house is water, and like I said, it's about renunciating. It's about taking things away, in a sense, because K2 is headless. The south node is headless. Also, the 12th house, 6th house is the house of boundaries, Virgo. That's what it's all about, of understanding boundaries and learning how to implement them in a constructive way. 6th house. In the 12th house, it's the complete opposite. It's the dissolution. It's the dissolution of boundaries for oneness. That is the dichotomy of Virgo and Pisces, the dichotomy of 12 and 6. So when Mars is in the 12, what can happen is you can, because like I said, Mars is anger. So if you don't find a appropriate channel, medium to filter that anger and allow it, give it a proper way to be expressed, then that can also turn into repressed anger, frustration, agitation, irritation, which at some point can slip out, and it'll build up, it'll accrue in the 12th house, and it can be taken out on another person that you don't mean to. It can come out in a setting where it's not, the most appropriate place to do so. So when Mars is in the 12th, those problems can arise. And a remedy I wanted to share just based off of research is exercise. Exercise, make it and you could even try doing something right before bed, or an hour before bed, because you don't want to raise your pitta too much right before you go to sleep. So you could even try that. That could also subdue any built up, pent up sexual frustration you feel, which at the end of the day is just your energy. It's just your fire that gets you to move. So Mars in the 12th can be very, very lascivious if, again, you're not giving it a proper outlet to burn off that Martian energy. Yeah, so I think that's everything I wanted to cover. If you have Mars in the 12th house, you should try working out and implement it in your daily routine, and see if that not only improves your sleep, but allows you to better carry out your everyday duties and function more efficiently, optimally. Because Mars is your energy, it's your field. It's your ability to strategize as well, and to not only strategically create plans, but to carry them out and execute as well. All these things you can see become troubled if you don't implement workout. If you don't give that, you have to burn that Martian energy when it's in the 12th. It's very important because the 12th house is a storehouse as well. So it won't be immediate that you see the results from lack and negligence of exercise, of burning that fire. It'll build up, and then it'll slip out. And it can be very violent because K2 is fierce and K2 is sharp. So, and K2 is headless. Because K2 is headless, K2 is just the body. K2 can be very sensitive. And when a bunch of fire builds up, a bunch of repressed anger builds up, repressed energy, libido that isn't channeled properly, I'll leave that to your imagination of the things that can transpire. All right, guys, it's Mercury. It was a pleasure seeing you guys again, being with you guys again. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this video, if anything resonated, and yeah, let me know if anything resonated. If you have any suggestions you want to learn, anything you want to learn about in specific, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions and your commentary and your feedback, as long as it's respectful, because if it's not, I will block you respectfully. All right, love you guys. Peace.